we were able to get some recycled Christmas trees for the goats, and I'm so excited to bring them into the goat pens to give them to both Fancy Nancy and Amelia Bedelia, as well as a tree for our boys, Freddie James, Calvin James, and Rory. Hopefully they really enjoy their Christmas trees. The girls here have certainly enjoyed Christmas trees in the years past. All right, let's bring in the Christmas trees. Where'd you go? Got her! Okay, I got them both in. So now we know if the girls are given a choice between a Christmas tree or the chance to escape, they're going for the escape route. But I got them both back in quickly, and looks like now Fancy Nancy is checking out that pine tree. We had some chickens get into the goat pen while I was trying to get the goats back. The chickens have no issues with drinking from the goat water buckets, so occasionally they'll break into the goat pen and they'll help themselves to the goat water and just hang out browsing in here for the day. You got wet today, it's quite rainy. Little goat treat, since you're a goat today. Here you go, girls. Alright, let's try Christmas tree number 2 and see. Maybe it's a different variety. Maybe they're particular about varieties of pine. Yay! Okay, girls. What do you think? Alright, we're getting some nibbles, a little bit of interest in it. So let's see what the boys think of the other Christmas tree. We'll leave this second one in with the girls since they seem to prefer it, and we'll try the first tree with the boys. Maybe they'll have a little fun with it. This is the first time the Bucklings get to try a Christmas tree since they were born this summer, and they went right to it when I first brought it in, so that was really exciting. They're curious about it, they're munching on it. We just got Rory a month ago, so I'm not sure if this is his first Christmas tree since he's 1.5 years old, so he might have gotten a Christmas tree last winter, but he sure is interested in nibbling on this Christmas tree. So that's awesome. We've been trying to make the Buckling pen more fun for them. So we gave them a wooden spool with a plank on it. I think we're gonna put another wooden spool on this side so that they can use it as a balance beam, because they need to have some fun in here, right guys? And then I was looking for something to put their hay inside of that would be outside of their actual house, and I got this little playhouse that a really nice lady was going to throw away because there's a hole in the roof and some damage on the side, but honestly it's gonna be great for them, and I'm hoping that on a pallet here that I can fashion something to put the hay inside there for them to nibble on, and I'm gonna fix up the roof so that it doesn't leak, and I think it'll be fun for them to have a little hay house to nibble on some hay. There's some little windows, let the sunlight through. This will just be to keep the hay dry for them when they want to come out and nibble. And of course they have their goat shelter that they sleep in that has hay in there as well. But they like options, right guys? But don't worry, I got something for the girl goats too. Fancy Nancy and Amelia Bedelia are getting their very own playground. So the same really nice lady that was getting rid of the playhouse was also getting rid of a Little Tykes playground. So all these pieces behind me are part of the playground, and somehow we are going to assemble that to make it back into a playground. And we're gonna set that up in the goat pen. I was originally gonna put it in with the baby goats, but it's actually way bigger than I thought. Once I got there in person and saw it all set up, it's taller than me. And so we need to put it in the larger goat pen. So that'll be with the girls and any future kids that we have this spring and summer, hopefully. Ah, don't sit on me. You're knocking me over. You're too big for that. You're too big now. Oh my God. So we are gonna attempt to set this up this weekend. Hopefully we have some nicer weather because it's been very rainy today. And then hopefully be able to show you on next Friday's farm vlog what the goats think of it. And of course we'll bring the bucks out. And of course we'll bring the boys out to play on it so that they can have some fun too. And will goats use a slide? That I don't know, but we're gonna try it out. And if they don't like the slide, then we'll fashion them with a wood ramp that they can go up and down. So I can't wait to see what they think of their new playground. I know, I'm trying to find playground equipment for you, but I need small stuff for you guys. And I just haven't found it for free or a really low price. But I'm always looking on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, trying to find things that the animals can use that are being thrown away, given away for free, or at a really low price. But for those things, you gotta be super fast. Like, they'll go up on Craigslist for free for a little Tykes thing that I would think would be perfect for the chickens or the goats, and I will respond right away and go to get it. But it's a first come, first serve kind of game, and I have not been first, except when it came to this playhouse and playground, which I'm so excited for. Because there were 10 other people that wanted it, and I just happened to get there first. A month ago when I got Rory, which I specifically picked him out for Fancy Nancy in the hopes that they would breed together, because I mean, look how cute her babies are. I was hoping to breed her this year, and so that she could have some kids. So I introduced her to Rory a few days after he got here when she was in standing heat, but no breeding occurred. And I figured, you know, he just got here, you know, he's got to settle in, and maybe they'll get to know each other through the fence, and then we'll have a potential date in our next heat cycle. Well, that next heat cycle came, and of course Fancy Nancy was at the gate ready to go and flagging that tail, all excited. So I had Rory and Fancy Nancy have their little date together for 2 days in a row, and unfortunately I don't think any breeding took place. There was some courting going on, but while I was there, no breeding took place. So I set up a camera and was watching the camera live and thinking that maybe if I was away where they couldn't see me, that maybe something would happen. But every time I checked the camera, they were on opposite ends of the pen and not hanging out together. So I don't know that the two of them are a love match, which is really disappointing. And so I don't know, should they go on a date again in her next heat cycle? I really didn't want to breed her too late into the season, because then she'll be kidding into the summer, which it gets pretty hot in the summer. So her next heat cycle is the very last opportunity I would want to give her for breeding. After that, we would have to wait until the fall, maybe even into next year, depending on what we decide for a breeding schedule. So there would be no Fancy Nancy babies this year. So my question is, what do you think? Should I try her with Rory again at her next heat cycle? Third time's the charm, maybe? Or should I look for a different buck for her? Are these two just not meant to be? Decisions. So it's a decision that I need to make soon, because when she goes into standing heat again in about another 18 days or so, she has to breed with the buck while she's in that standing heat, which only lasts so many hours, and so you've got to time it correctly. Or she could surprise us and not go into heat in 18 days and be bred. But I really don't think that'll be the case, because normally after they're bred they have evidence of intercourse on their back end, and there was none of that. She was quite clean after her 2 days with Rory. Pretty girl. And as far as the Christmas trees, the girls nibbled a little bit on theirs, but it seems like the boys are more interested in the Christmas trees than the girls this year. So far it's looking like Amelia Bedelia is pregnant, so I'm very hopeful that she will have kids this year. Hopefully some springtime babies. I have not seen any signs of heat with her, which is a good indicator of pregnancy. And also when I feel her belly, it's feeling firm, more so than Miss Nancy's squishy belly. So I'm very hopeful that she is pregnant. And also she has shown absolutely no interest in Rory or the Bucklings, and so that's also a good indicator of pregnancy. Are you falling asleep? Such a sweet goat. And her babies are so sweet, so I would love to have more kids from this girl. Nancy, since you're not eating your Christmas tree, could I have some fun with it? There's something I've always wanted to do since watching the movie Elf. I don't recommend that. And definitely wear a helmet if you're gonna do that. It was fun though, but definitely should have had a helmet on, because there's nowhere to land but hard ground. Well, if you haven't started your farm yet, what are you waiting for? Get your farm on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want a farm? A wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah, welcome to our show.